Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Bears at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now Fields. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off play action. Fields rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away. You look at this defense for the Vikings. And they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass. But the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. They'd easily move into the top 5.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter, what persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Back to throw, Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Now Fields. Over the middle, it's complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, turnovers, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard. but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Shot here on the ground. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Play fake, Cousins. Jordan Addison, 27 yards, and the Vikings are able to widen their advantage.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now it's Fields. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the option right, it's Fields. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears are back within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. To throw is Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Here we go. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Let's go.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Here we go, son.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They snap it to Fields. This is caught. Touchdown, Bears! There, 31 yards, and the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bears take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Don't jump. Ready?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
You got a mini base. Right.
To throw is Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Rather quietly, Osborne has become a relied-upon presence in Minnesota. 650 yards each of the last 2 seasons, due for an even bigger role for them in 2023.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Right back to him on 1st down. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Cousins. Addison hauls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Now Cousins. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks Looks like he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Now Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. To throw, Cousins. His pass caught at the 4. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second and goal from inside the 5. Throwing, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And we'll still have time for one play before the half as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second down, Cousins. Open man is Osborne. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 22-yard scamper as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On play action, Fields. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Hey, Ken. Hey, 551, go.
On second down, here's Fields. And that'll be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Fields. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And they are going for it. Fields. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have the Bears first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Velus Jones, 54 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Now a handoff looking right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First down, Minnesota.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback when there's extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And here's Ryan Wright now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. Fields throw here into the hands of Jones. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there, getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. From the gun, here's Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. On first down, it's Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. Would you work your tight end into it? That's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now Well, they'll take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Cousins now. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
Hey, flipper, flipper.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That good for 22 and a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown Bears. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Fields trying to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph. This to put a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Fields. And he will find his man on the outside. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Back to throw. Fields. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Just a critical breakdown defensively. Turns this into a huge play. And now you've got to get up to the ball and get moving. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down. This is 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Down to their final play. They've got to get in the end zone. That's part 1. Part 2, the 2-point conversion. Throw the 2-point conversion right out of their mind. That's what they have to do. What you said is accurate. In the end zone, have to score a touchdown for that to even matter.
Here we go. No mas, no mas. Watch right. Right.
And one last throw here for Fields. And this is going to be caught on the final play, a touchdown. How about that? And a 2-point conversion now will send us to overtime.
And understandably, this crowd is in an absolute frenzy. But they've got to back it off a little bit, let the guys operate, and they need to take a deep breath as well. They've still got to get a 2-point conversion in order to tie this one.
No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here? One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up for the two-point conversion, and the defense celebrates a two-point win. What a finish. Wow, partner, let's take a moment here to catch our breath. What a finish. They did get the touchdown that they so desperately needed, but they also had to have the two-point conversion. They couldn't get it done.
And we got to start keeping oxygen tanks up here with us, don't we, when we have games like this. But as you noted, such a dramatic ending. They got the points they needed to put themselves in position. And then the last big play, that effort.